What is going on, people? It's Jada Black here. I'm back with another video. Shout out to everybody that's tuning in. I want to talk about Wendy Williams and the breakdown that she's having. The fact that she has relapsed, the fact that her husband has allegedly fathered a child with his mistress. We still don't even know exactly if he is the father, but all signs point to him being the father. And Wendy has been in a bit of a tailspin, I would say, the last couple of years. We've all seen the pictures of her on the beach. People made fun of her. Also, the issues they've been having in the marriage, the fact that it was, exposed that he had a mistress that was living right down the street from him and Wendy Williams. Okay. But from my understanding, she took all of that because she was waiting for her son to go to college, and that's when she was looking towards removing herself from the situation. But I don't think Wendy's ever going to leave Kevin Hunter. I think that Wendy, and one of the reasons why I believe she relapsed, the fact that she admitted to living in a sober house, the fact that she was found drunk, I believe Monday, was because I think she has a fear of him leaving her for a younger woman. I think a lot of older women, and they don't want to admit this, some will, but most won't, that they have a fear of the man that they are with, whether they've been with them for a couple of months, couple of years, decade, 20 years, whatever. They have a fear that that man is going to leave them for something better. I think that there are women out there that have a strong fear of that, and that fear keeps them in relationships that they really should not be in, but they stay in those relationships because they don't want to lose that guy to another woman. They cannot put their pride to the side and say, you know what, I'm better off just having a working relationship with this person, because they're still on set together. But they've been working together. But up until recently, after his side chick's child was born, I think that's what drove her over the edge. Why does it take him having a child outside of the relationship for you to realize that maybe you shouldn't be in that situation, Wendy? That's what a lot of people are trying to figure out. A lot of people are trying to figure out, why is it taking him going through these particular measures for you to want to for you to want to react or remove yourself from a situation? Nobody wants to, especially her fans. I don't think any of Wendy Williams's fans want to see her going through what she's going through, but that's because she refuses to let this guy go. I don't know what it is with women not letting men go who are detrimental. I did a video response to Big Sean speaking about toxic relationships and really having to remove yourself from those things, or remove certain people out of your life. They're no good to you. And for some reason, she won't remove Kevin from her life. Now, that's her choice. Wendy has done a lot of dirt. People see this as karma. People see this as, Wendy has done a lot of dysfunctional things, has said a lot of things. She's a woman who's been sued numerous times, have basically won in a lot of those situations, if not all. And she seems as a woman who feels like she can say and do whatever she wants. I've disagreed with Wendy Williams. I felt like she hasn't been out of line on certain things. But when you see somebody publicly, life in shambles. Now, I know that people love a train wreck. I know people love this. They love speaking about it. I haven't made a video about Wendy Williams in a while. I see people making numerous videos about it, but I'm addressing this, in its entirety, because I think Wendy does have a problem, and her problem is the Kevin problem. The problem is she don't want to let Kevin go. Kevin has a hold on her because he's basically a crutch. She's been with him for so long, and she's been through a lot before him, with him, still to this day, that she's willing to deal with him having a side chick living right down the road. She's good with him, taking beach photos with this chick and still being able to work with her in an awkward environment for her employees. And that's what's going on with a lot of women like her these days, man. They get with these guys and they don't know how to let go when they know these guys are not good for them. You know, the one thing I can say about us as men, if a situation isn't good, we're going to leave. I mean, women will do the same thing, you know, but I think she knows that in a divorce, Kevin is going to get a lot of money unless they've signed a prenup. If they haven't signed a prenup, even if they signed a prenup, Kevin's going to walk away with a good substantial amount of money. And maybe she knows that. And maybe that's one of the things that's keeping her in this situation. But for her own sake and for the sake of her son, she needs to find a way to get her life fixed. You know, and listen, I'm not a fan of Wendy Williams. You know, I think that she is grossly, dysfunctional. I think that she has done a lot of people dirty. Her and Charlamagne's friendship allegedly ended because he was critical of Kevin and the things he was doing. And sometimes, when you're a friend of somebody, there's certain things you can say to somebody, and there's certain things that you probably shouldn't say because you're not going to be believed, or the person's going to think you're a hater. There have been allegations that, that Kevin has gotten physical with her, but we don't know for sure. Only him and Wendy know. But we've seen breakdowns from Wendy before. Everybody remember, I believe it was Halloween when she was on stage and she passed out. A lot of us saw that, and it was weird. And you see what's going on with her now, physically. You see the relapse that she has. She's living in a sober house. Outside of what she does on TV, her life is just not in the right place. Because, people refuse to let toxic energy go. You have to let toxic people go eventually, or they're going to destroy you, and he's going to go about his business. He has this younger woman who has a child. And I think Wendy knows deep down he's going to be a part of that child's life. And she don't want to let him go because she don't want him to leave her for a younger woman. And I think that's the fear of a lot of women who are Wendy's age. They have this fear that their husband's going to leave them for more attractive younger women. Even though you do have women who divorce men every day, they leave men, they go and get with other men. That goes on a lot. But when you have somebody like Wendy, who is basically a business owner, she's an owner of a company, she has employees, she's on TV regularly, she's giving her opinion on people, the stuff that's going on outside is going to affect that. Now, if she was just working a regular job and she had a crazy dating life or a relationship or marriage or whatever, and stuff was going on, that's her business, but when you're on TV and you're putting a certain image out there, you're being opinionated on other people's lives, people are going to look at you and your situation, and they're going to call you a hypocrite because you call out other people, you say disrespectful things about other people, and don't think that they're not going to call out the things that's going on with you. Okay? I'm telling you, man, that there's something about a married woman who's been with a man for a long time, and when they know that man has the potential to not only leave them for a younger woman, but he could take a substantial amount of money from her, I think that has her in the spot that she's in now. And also the fact that she just doesn't want to leave this dude Kevin alone. No matter how bad these guys treat the women they're in relationships with, these women still stay in these relationships. Because I think a part of them like that. They like to be disparaged and disrespected. And I think that has become normal for Wendy because of the things that she has done over the years, the types of drugs that she has done, allegedly. Well, she's already admitted to it, so it's not allegedly. But the fact that all the things that she has done, you can tell that she doesn't love herself. And because she doesn't love herself, she does not know how to better herself in this situation. Listen, I don't gloat in anybody's, having, bad times. I really don't, but looking at Wendy and the things that she has said and done, you can see why people will feel like she has brought this upon herself. When you stay with a guy who openly is messing around with other women and has those women living right down the street from you, and you don't do anything, you don't try to fix the situation, you just stay in it because it's comfortable. You stay in it because you know if you even think about leaving Kevin has the potential again to walk away with a lot. Now that's if they have that's contingent on whether a prenup was signed. But even if a prenup was signed, they've been together for a long time, and he has helped her with her show. He is a producer. He helps her produce the show. And that's definitely going to go against Wendy Williams. But if Wendy Williams wants her situation to get better, she has to help herself. She has to help herself get better and get off the booze and get some good people around you, because you can tell the only person she has around her is Kevin. Because even though she's going through these emotional issues, Kevin is like, we still got to go to work, Wendy. Now, she did take a break from the show. But you got Kevin doing all types of dirt. Kevin, he's not he's no angel in this. I think that, he has enabled her for so long because she has enabled him. And that's why you have the dynamic that you have now. And until Wendy sees what is going on and understands that something needs to change, I don't see anything changing anytime soon for Wendy Williams. Okay? But y'all let me think in the comment section below, and let me know your thoughts.